Hey everyone, have you ever noticed that the actions required to tax and steal are exactly the same? If a government wants to tax, it must engage in instilling fear, threatening or committing violence, or threatening imprisonment or kidnapping. If a thief wants to steal, it must engage in instilling fear, threatening or committing violence, or threatening imprisonment or kidnapping. It's the exact same courses of action. It doesn't matter if you get a majority of people to cover their eyes and ears and pretend they don't support anything like theft, but the fact of the matter is that they do. The only difference between taxes and theft is that with taxes, the gun is not immediately present, but both the government and the taxpayer knows a gun will be involved if the citizen does not cooperate or comply with the government's demands. So an argument you may also hear with taxes is that in a democracy, taxes are not theft because, quote, the people voted and decided to tax everyone else. Well, first off, the term the people is something you hear all the time, and it's a very overplayed and disingenuous phrase. When you refer to, quote, the people, you give the illusion that you're talking about all people involved, which is self-evidently not true, as in a pure democracy you only need approximately 50.01% of the people to agree in order to say, the people have spoken. But the people in that phrase just ignores and disregards the 49.99% of the rest of the population. Now, when this happens, it doesn't actually change reality, it only changes what those in power feel they can get away with. For example, if 50.01% of the population decided that outright lying about a product and its capabilities wasn't fraud, that doesn't mean that the 50.01% were correct in this. So to simply state that taxes aren't theft if 50.01% of the population votes on it is flat out false. I have much more respect for someone who realizes taxes are theft, but still views taxes as necessary. At least we'd be starting the conversation off with a foothold in reality, and that's way more than I can say for people who think that 50.01% of the population has some sort of societal magic wand that can morph reality to make their narrative not seem so immoral. Thanks, and that is all.